For the number 10 in this top 10 ranking, I have chosen this portable system, not because of the build quality, not because it got a very amazing screen, and yes, it works on 3 AAA batteries. So the reason why I've chosen this is because it's dirty cheap. It costs around $10 and less, and what you're going to get is a pretty tiny, fun thing to play with. It got some amazing games, and the gameplay is there. There are a lot of good games, a lot of crappy games, a lot of repeated games, but still, I think this thing deserves a little spot in my top 10. So, the cheapest device, he is going to get the 10th spot, because it's cheap. It's dirty cheap. And for number 9, I have chosen, I must say, a very unique portable system. This is what we call the Ending Man. This was a system I came across on AliExpress. It was pretty damn cheap. For the money, what you're going to get is not that great. It doesn't have some very good built-in games, like the old school multi-game cards from the 90s, a lot of repeat. But yeah, there was something that makes this thing came into my top. And this is why I think this is really cool, awesome handheld. Very unique with its 2 little tiny controllers. And not to forget, the gameplay itself is pretty decent and the controller work both just great. The basic games that you can expect from an 8-bit system, but yeah, the screen not the best. And overall, this little device, the Ending Man, deserves the spot number 9 in my personal top 10 collection. For the number 8, I have chosen the Datafrog PvP system. And the reason why I did this is very simple. I really love the design. It was way better than all the previous models. And yeah, what you're going to get is not really bad. The games itself, 168, less games, more quality games. So now we can enjoy a lot of great titles on the go. The screen itself was a little bit bigger, but the colors were not that great. But yeah, for the money, again, we can't complain. So I think this one deserves one little spot in my top 10, and I've chosen to be number 8. So for number 7, I have chosen the GB Station Lite. This is what we call our Game Boy Advance SP clone. But it didn't play any Game Boy Advance games. No, it can't just be flip open and close like in Game Boy Advance SP. It did have a built-in battery, that was really neat. And yeah, it still got this weird cartridge slot that was only usable for the cards that came with it. But then overall, it got some good games, a very nice LCD screen for a cheap system like this. So this one deserves a spot in this top 10. And in the next of this listing, I have chosen the Game Zone. I received it one from funnyplaying.com. And I must say the reason why that is in this top 10 is very simple. It got a very nice, decent screen. It was small, it was tiny, and it was still very playable. It did come with some good games, a lot of homebrew games, but the homebrew games were very fun to play. And overall, nice packaging, a very good value for your money. So this one deserves a little spot in this top 10. And for number 5, I have chosen this Pow Kitty. And the Pow Kitty was a pretty decent system. It comes with a pretty big and vibrant screen, but I think it's really awesome. The D-pad itself was not the greatest, but for what you're going to get for this cheap system, I think it's a pretty damn good deal. You can even make yourself the decision to use a battery or a little lithium power pack. And overall, I really loved it. It got a great handle, the screen view was very good, so what you're going to receive for the money, we cannot complain again. So this one deserves the spot number 5 in my personal top 10 list. And for number 4, I have chosen the FC Pocket. I really love the old school family computer design. It came with a lot of awesome accessories, for example a controller that plays very nice. Little bit one of the weird cartridges so you can swap between lists. And overall it got a very nice grip and good button response, a very good screen. And it even comes with a built-in battery, so that was a big positive thing of this little FC Pocket. It got a lot of decent games, the games were playing very well, and no, you couldn't save. And overall, yep, this is the reason why it has number 4. So, for number 3, I have chosen the RS1 family. The reason why I'm saying RS1 family is very simple. There are a couple of versions out there, and here you can see 2 of them. But in overall they are all the same if it comes to the build quality and how they are looking. They all got the same little screen, and I must say they are quite colorful and vibrant. There can be a difference between the game list of the systems, but in overall they got some good games and some homebrew games. So that is the reason why they are getting number 3 on the list, because they are just so awesome. And for the number 2 spot, I have chosen the GamePrince portable system. Like the RS1, this is one big happy family because they have some different colors. But in overall, the body itself is exactly the same. Maybe a slight difference in game list, but they all have, like all of these systems, some homebrew games and some good games. It got a very tiny, sleek design, and I think it's playing very well. A little bit of bummer, it doesn't come with a built-in battery. And the vibrant screen is where this GamePrince is very good. And that is also one of the main reasons why this system is getting the number 2 position in my top 10 list. But before we going to the number 1, I just want to highlight some other systems that didn't make it to the top 10 listing. So, but still, they are really fun or awesome. And I just want to give you a little tour. What are these systems? So that was the end of this little small overview of the system that didn't make it. So let's go to the number 1. My most favorite 8-bit system from 2018. So for the number 1 I have chosen the Retro FC 168 in 1. In my opinion, this is my number 1 favorite and the best 8-bit cheap-ass system you can buy from China. And not only it comes in a really nice packaging, it looks like a shrunken Game Boy. It even got turbo buttons, so that's a really neat option for a lot of games. It comes maybe, let's say, less games like other systems, but 168 in 1, and it comes with 168 great titles, a lot of good games, a lot of homebrew games, like a lot of these systems, but the collection that is on this thing is very nice. In combination with the very nice big and vibrant screen, this is, I think, one of the best systems you can buy for your money. It's really fun to pick it up and just play some old school games. The emulation itself was not the best, but for the money we can't complain. And the buttons got a very nice response. The games play very natural like you're playing on the old school system. The homebrew games are on it are very funny, by the way. Overall, yep, this is my number 1 for 2018. I hope you really enjoyed this overview. If you have any questions, you can always leave it in the comments, but let me know what is your personal favorite. I really love to know, are you agreed with this top 10 list? If you don't agree, let me know which one you're missing out. I really love to know. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell because you get notified for upcoming videos. And see you next time. Bye bye.